Good morning. First morning at Le Mans, and had a long sleep because it's a long journey down. Here with United Autosports, so it means we're in our absolutely goals chateau, which is pretty ridiculous. I'll send you a picture afterwards. Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird Le Mans week. Let me put that in the background. Why not? It's a bit good, interesting Le Mans week because everything's a little shorter. So it feels really rushed in comparison to normal, because normally it's just really drawn out, basically. We have a full day of testing and then qualifying at the end of the day on Thursday. Hyperpole on Friday, which we're not getting too stressed about, to be honest, because it doesn't give the guys too much time to prepare the car properly for the race. So we might be a little bit anonymous in Hyperpole. At the same time, it'd still be nice to put the car up in front of the field and everything like that. So we're going to do a bit, but nothing magical. And then obviously the race is going to be magical. So I'll catch up with you a little later on. So walking in for the first setup day at Le Mans. And man, it's really weird here. It's normally by this point it would be absolutely crazy, because we'd have been qualifying for the first session tonight. Actually, we'd probably be gearing up to go on track for the first time, but now we're just everybody's somewhere else. Everybody's not here, and it's crazy. It's like stuff is where in places where it normally isn't, because they're using bits of fan zone and everything to put RVs on. So it's just difficult to get a real sense of the place, like stuff that you'd normally use for organising yourself and figuring out where you are is not there, which is totally odd. But just trying to stay focused on the job in hand, and going to see the team for the first time and our garage position now. So see you guys later. So we're halfway through the setup day. Let's try to find some people setting up. There's no people setting up, but we're in the middle of our garage here at United Autosports, and done some media stuff all the way through the day, really, and signed on, which is the main thing. It's been pretty easy to get everything done here, because normally it's a bit of a kind of palaver, because you head down into the town and everything like that, but obviously with the various restrictions it's less crazy than normal, and we're here much later, so we're just having quite a calm day, figuring out how we're going to run the race and how we're going to run the strategy for the qualifying, everything like that. I'm not getting too fussed about qualifying really for a 24-hour race, but it's nice to be up front if possible. If not, we'll just run the race and do our job. So that's the first session done. We had a little technical problem at the start, which held us up from running a bit, but basically a decent effort. We were up in the top 10 even on all tyres, so still good speed, and both cars are just in here being prepared, because it's a really short turnaround between FP1 and FP2, so we're almost there, and a bit more qualifying focused in FP2, which feels very, very well. So we're about an hour away from the race start here in Le Mans, and it's getting pretty loud out here. Obviously a bit strange to have no crowd in the stands, but still good to be here. We qualified P5, which is just fine, so we're near the front of the field, and we'll be heading off. There's a sprinkle of rain in the air actually just now, so might be considering the inter tyre, although it's reasonably warm. So just a bit of work to do to decide which tyres we're going to start the race on now. So the Le Mans 24 hours is over, and I'm back in my lovely HQ here at the circuit. Kind of gutted really, because we fell out of the lead of the race by about 20 seconds with an oil leak issue, which cost us like 45 minutes sitting in the pits, so it just put us out of the race completely. Yeah, we had the fastest car and all the fastest drivers, but just didn't have the reliability that the sister car had, which is a shame, you know. But there are loads of positives to take away, but I prefer to be taking away a trophy, to be honest, because that's what we all deserved from it. And yeah, just a bit disappointed in the issue. So we need to look into it and figure out what went on, and how we can make sure that stuff doesn't happen again, because we need to be getting to the end of 24-hour races. You know, there's cars out there making the end of 24-hour races without any issues whatsoever, so that certainly should be the aim.